All right, so third recorded review today. I think I'm gonna upload them all on the same day. Um, what up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and this review is for the new collaborative project from Apollo Brown from Detroit and Joell Ortiz, who from, I believe he's from New York, and he might be from Jersey. Um, but yeah, Joell Ortiz, Slaughterhouse MC. Slaughterhouse actually disbanded in 2018 after 10 years together. That would be Joell Ortiz, Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9", and King Crooked or Crooked Eye. Where is Joell Ortiz from, actually? But yes, this is Joell Ortiz. Okay, he's from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so yeah, Joell Ortiz, Apollo Brown, Mona Lisa. Um, Joell Ortiz dropped a project back in 2016. I believe that was the year. It was entitled That's Hip Hop. And I remember reviewing it, and even before reviewing it, I just remember like all I could think was this is a project that's just there. It's like it's not bad at all, but it's nothing really too special about it. It just seems like another hip hop album. I think this was at a time. Let me see exactly when did he release that, because I wonder if that was the time when I was starting to get burnt out on hip hop. Let's see. He released it in March of 2016. Okay, so that was not the time that I was getting burnt out on hip hop, because March of 2016 was an amazing year for hip hop. I mean, an amazing month for hip hop for me, because I believe that's when Denzel Curry dropped Imperial, Flatbush Zombies dropped, Open Mike Eagle dropped, and other projects that I can't think, but those three come right to mind. But yeah, Joell Ortiz, I know he's not a bad rapper, but that project just didn't do anything really for me. But as far as Apollo Brown goes, man, him and Ugly Heroes, I discovered Apollo Brown through Ugly Heroes with everything in between back in 2016, which was one of my like five or four favorite albums of that year. Since then, he's dropped The Easy Truth, the collaborative project, which I think was in 20. I want to say that was in 2016 as well. Um, the Easy Truth with Sky Zoo, who has dropped a great album this year in celebration of us, and Music for My Friends back in 2015. Um, that was released, yep, September of 2016. The Easy Truth, Apollo Brown, and Sky Zoo. Yeah. So earlier this year, No Question with Locksmith, amazing little EP. Um, um, Anchovies last year, I believe it was last year with Planet Asia. Didn't really blow me away the way I wanted it to, the way I thought it would, but it was still a good project. Um, yeah, man, Apollo Brown just he he's got some shit for me. He's got everything in between. He's got No Question, and I'll go ahead and throw No Truth, the Easy Truth up in there as well. The Brown tape did release too. I want to say that was just a re-release though. I could be wrong. But he's also worked with guys like Guilty Simpson. It says here, Ras Cass. Okay, OC. Yeah, so he's got some shit, and he's one of my favorite producers right now, without question. And he is a part of Ugly Heroes. That's him, Verbal Kent, and what's the guy's name now? Uh, he's formerly Red Pill, but now he goes by Chris Ork. I think that's his name, Chris Ork. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this project. 11 tracks long, and here we go. So the first track I want to talk about is sorry about that. Well, the first track is just a little intro to the project. It's called um, Brushstroke, which actually, hold on, let me pull this up. There we go. Yeah, Brushstroke, just 44 seconds. Whoever's speaking here, for some reason, the person sounded like it could have been Easy E. I don't think that's who it was, but they were just saying like people don't make art anymore, and like people don't make music as if it was a canvas anymore. Like no one seems to care. Um, he said he remember the time when making music used to be like taking a stroke of the brush. and create something that was going to live on for years, like a lifetime, kind of like a Mona Lisa, which is very fitting considering what this project's titled and the cover of it itself. So yeah, track number 2, Reflection. Here Joell was just saying like, yo, why is the okay stuff getting praised, but the great stuff gets overlooked? He was just saying like, just witnessing that is hard to take, and he's not saying that those guys aren't straight, but he's just saying, and then he's like, you know what, never mind, because no matter what they're gonna say, I'm just hating anyway, so fuck it. He's saying like there's no more Slaughterhouse, and he daydreams of him being on top, but he recognizes for that to even happen, he would have to go pop. And it seems to him that being simple is a yes, and being skilled is a not. Having substance is lame, and using substance, that's what's hot. I was like, okay, Joell, that's what I was looking for, and that's hip hop. I'm only gonna really talk about 5 or 6 tracks here, which would be half of the project, because my block, really what he was saying on my block was tread carefully, proceed with caution when you're on his block. It doesn't really stick out to me. I didn't have much to say about it like I did Brushstroke and Reflection. Cocaine Fingertips, not really much to say other than you can pretty much guess what that track is about just with that title track. The title of the track. Track number 5, Grace of God featuring DJ Los. Might be my favorite track on here. Joell's saying here like, yo, considering all the shit that I've done, seen, been through, and where I'm from, it's by the grace of God that I'm still here. And he's just hoping that God doesn't judge him when he judges him, and that well, Satan works pretty damn hard to make it ugly. And what did he say here? There's no words that could describe the images in my head that visit me in my bed. If I ain't talked to the Lord, man, physically, spiritually, I'd be dead. I was like, man, that's deep. Track number 6, That Place. Man, what a dark beat, and it just fit the Joell's delivery and what he was talking about really fit the vibe. You'll get what That Place is in a minute. Okay, so Joell was talking about how he was pacing back and forth, worried about his homie that had gotten shot because he got the call about it, and his friend picked him up outside of his apartment, I believe, and they drove over to the hospital. That's what that place is. And turns out that Joell was the last person that his friend saw before he passed. And it got even darker on the second verse when he talked about his son's birth, because he said that he witnessed his birth, but he was in shock because not just that it was birth, but he thought that his son's head was split in half. It just turned out that it was a breech birth. His feet were coming out first, and there was an umbilical cord around his neck, making it harder for him to breathe. And the doctors tried to reposition him before his mother delivered. And of course, Joell was just praying that it worked, and it did work. Thankfully, it was a success. He was just praying like that his firstborn wouldn't meet Earth before he meet Earth. I'm pretty sure that's a 5% reference. Earth implying what the woman is in the relationship, black woman actually, because in the 5% nation, the black man is God and the black woman is Earth. So yeah, he was just saying he hoped his firstborn doesn't meet Earth before he can meet his Earth. And and the repositioning was a success though, and Joell was the first person that his firstborn had seen, and he was just saying like he just hates the hospital because he even hates the smell of the place because it's the scent of sickness and death, where tears just dwell on your face. He said they whisper news, but it feels like they yell in your face. No disrespect to what the nurses or the doctors do. Sometimes they make a miracle appear from the impossible, but when my people are there, getting out is an obstacle. I was like, damn. damn, man, when I heard that, that's just freaking rough, man. Track number 7, Word. It was cool, just like Decisions. Decisions, just saying, like, just doing what you have to do in life, whether you're growing up or not, like just making decisions, and then you have, I guess you could you reflect on them later on. Um, Track number 9, Timberland Up featuring Royce da 5'9". It was like the most, hip hop track on here, if I'm being honest. But I really want to talk about the last 2 tracks. Come Back Home, track number 10. Here, Joell was saying like it's important for him to come back home because it made him who he is, and how he's never gonna forget where he came from, and he thinks it's important that he comes back home, that everyone comes back home, because you don't want to forget where you come from, because then um, you lose a part of your humbleness, and that's why he feels it's important to go back. And then there's the last track, Mona Lisa. This was like a dark way to end this project, because on this track I believe he was just talking about just a numbness that he's like like he's never felt before. Now, just to say that, because if you're numb, of course you can't feel anything, but to have a numbness like you've never felt before, I can't even imagine what that would even be like, because you can't feel anything in the first place. So for it to feel like a numbness you've never felt before, it's like, what does that even, what does that mean? It's like, fuck. But yeah, this was, I'm not gonna say it was a letdown of a project, but I'd go back and listen to No Question with Apollo Brown and Locksmith before this. I'd 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 probably listen to The Easy Truth before this, probably. I'm pretty sure it's likely, and I definitely listened to Ugly Heroes, Everything in Between before this. Um, Not a bad project at all. Not like Apollo Brown has fallen off or anything. If anything, it showed me that he's um like, this has just been a good year for him, no question. And then this, um, so if anything, it's just showing me Apollo Brown. It's not showing me anything different. It's not like he's pushing the agenda or excelling. It's just another great production project from Apollo Brown, and he hasn't slipped. He's not fallen off. And for Joell Ortiz, I got more of what I wanted from Joell Ortiz, which I really didn't get, or at least remember getting, from That's Hip Hop back in 2016, because I didn't go back to that project once after reviewing that back in March of 2016, honestly. So, good project. I'd give it a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. If you've heard this project, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this project, I definitely recommend that you check it out. If you're just a hip hop fan, a real hip hop fan, um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have heard it, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and what you think about my review on it. If it sounds like I'm tired, I'm not. I'm just, well, this is the 3rd video I've recorded today, and I've just been talking a lot anyway, so my voice is just, my throat is just starting to hurt. You know what to do though. Hit the like button if you like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see. Also, be sure to check the description so you can just, I'm sure there's a link down there that you're going to want to click on. Like, there's everything down there from my social medias to my PSN. Just look in the description. You'll find something to click on. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time.